record that. So I'll start from the beginning. So entire screen. So did you see my PowerPoint?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so we were able to discuss already on simple and compound and economic equivalence. So for module 2, we have two last topics, which is annuity and gradient annuity series. So for annuity, it is defined as a series of payments made at equal intervals. Examples ana is home mortgages, mga monthly payments nimo, yearly payments nimo, and etc. So it is a fixed sum of money paid to someone each year. Pwede po siya for the rest of your life, and also it is a form of insurance or investment entitling the investor to a series of annual sums. So there are 5 different types of annuity. So as you can see, naani siya yung mga key points for every type of annuity. So for number 1, ordinary annuity, usually it starts at the end of the succeeding year. For annuity due, it starts immediately or at the start of the succeeding year. Namduminan niyo ha. And then, number 3, it is a deferred annuity wherein the sum of the years or some years does not require any payments. For perpetuity, it is lifetime. And for capitalized cost, it is used by government agencies in analysis for infinite analysis periods sa mga project sa gobyerno. Okay? So, ordinary annuity, the first payment occurs at the end of year 1. Okay? Example, by formula, mao na siya imuhang formula o atong balihon. No? So if you look at it, if you try to look at the future or the F value, diba ang formula for F is equal to P, 1 plus I to the exponent of N. And assuming you are paying yearly an equal amount, so let's consider it as an A. Okay? So kung kuhaon mo ang future value of a certain amount in this point N, that would be A, 1 plus A, 1 plus I, which is on the first year kaning year because you have to compound it by 1 year. 1 plus I to the exponent 2 kanipod sa second year kay kadira plus lot up to until the first payment until dara. So that would be your equation 2.5. Multiplying the whole equation by 1 plus I, it would result to 1 plus I multiplied by F equals to A, 1 plus I plus A, 1 plus I to the exponent 2 until etc. Okay? So nawagtang na to imuhang n minus 1 kay nag-multiply magkag 1 plus I, which is a plus 1. So subtracting equation 2.5 from equation 2.6 to eliminate your common terms, ang resulting equation nimo will be equals to F 1 plus I minus F is equal to negative A plus A multiplied by 1 plus I to the exponent N. Therefore, kani siya nga equation, if you try to simplify the whole equation, this would be the resulting equation sa imuhang ordinary annuity. Okay? So, in other terms, the formula for your ordinary annuity would be the future value of a certain annuity is equal to F is equal to A 1 plus I to the exponent N minus 1 over I. Okay? Any question? No question? I'll proceed. So, ordinary annuity, mao na siya imong future value. Kanang the bracketed term is called the equal payment series compound amount factor. So, it is also known as the uniform series compound amount factor Ang iyang notation is f of a, comma I, comma n, wherein you are looking for the future value of an annuity at a certain interest for a certain number of years. So the interest factor has been also calculated for a combinations of I and N. So basically, there is already a table or a tabular form kanang values for the combinations of I and N. But as I always say, there are already a rounding up and rounding down of values when you look at the table. So mo differ siya when you solve on values greater than 1,000. So the sinking fund factor is that you are given the A and the F or the future value, and you are to look for the annuity. So A is equal to F I over 1 plus I to the exponent n minus 1. So the term within the bracket is called the equal payment series sinking fund factor, or just the sinking fund factor, and is referred to with the notation of A over F, comma I, comma N, meaning you are looking for the annuity given the following values na kay F, I, and N. So the sinking fund method is an interest-bearing account into which a fixed sum is deposited at each interest period, or it is most commonly established in replacing a certain fixed asset. So what is a capital recovery annuity or the annuity factor? So say for example, you are given the P or the present value, the I and the N, and then ang imong ipangita is the annuity value wherein your P or your A is equal to P, 1 plus I to the exponent N over 1 plus I to the exponent N minus 1. Giunsa na nako pag how was I able to go at that point, no? So basically, F, ang atong formula A, 1 plus I to the exponent N minus 1 divided by I man, no? Sakto, dili?
Sakto, sir.
Okay. So F is equal to P, 1 plus I to the exponent N. Sakto, dili? So if we will try to provide or equate the equation, your present value 1 plus I to the exponent N is equal to A, 1 plus I to the exponent N minus 1 divided by I. So, if you divide it here, that will be your P. So, manay siyang 1 plus I to the exponent N, crush out na siya, that is your P. And if you're looking for the A, that is A is equal to P, I, 1 plus I to the exponent N over 1 plus I to the exponent N minus 1. So, that is derived from the equation. Any question or clarification? Wala?
Sir, kay annuity, sir, mura siya pension.
Mura gyapon siya pension, pero nag-compute gyapon ka sa present value. Katong una kay future value man to ang gihatag, di ba? So it goes by the same formula nga kanira gyapon. But annuity ka. Okay?
Okay.
Mao na siya, if you try to katong sa loto nga problem na to before, if you try to get a certain lump sum at year 0, mao ni mong P. Okay? So, ako sa erase. So if you look at it, if you are given the A, if you are given the P, the I, and the N, ang imong ipangita is the annuity factor, so or the annuity. So the portion in the bracket kanang naa sa red is called your capital recovery factor. Okay? So say for example, you have a certain problem, no? Suppose that you make an annual contribution of $5,000 to your savings account yearly. So it accounts an interest rate of 6% annually. How much can be withdrawn at the end of 5 years? Mao na atong cash flow. Okay? So, going to the problem, your F is equal to A, 1 plus I to the exponent n minus 1 over I. Okay? So, the future value is equal to 5,000, 1.06 to the exponent 5 minus 1 over 0.06. What is the answer, anybody? Pila? Hello? Sakto, dili?
Yes, sir.
Sakto ra sir sa imong
Sakto. Okay, good. So, any question with regards to ordinary annuity?
Uh, this is concerned like constant ang amount nga imong gi-deposit, sir.
Yes, yes, constant, constant. You are paying equal amounts every year.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay? Shall I proceed to the next topic? Annuity due. So, annuity due, it is an annuity for which cash flows occurs at the beginning of each period. Hinumdumiha, the beginning of each period. Ang example manggod ana usually is mangutang kag motor niya, wala kay your form of payment is usually in cash ba. So kung magkuha kag motor, mag-down ka og 1 month na daan ana siya. So the first payment for this problem occurs at year 0. Okay? So the beginning of each period, so 5 payments gyapon siya, but it starts at the year 0. Or in some problems, notify na siya as the start of year 1. Kung ingon ganing the start of year 1, it is considered as the end of year 0. So year 0 gyapon imong cash flow. Kunya upat ra 5 payments ka, so at the end of year 4 ka. Okay? Basinyag ma-confuse mo. So, by formula, F is equal to A, 1 plus I to the exponent n minus 1 over I times 1 plus I. Now, question? I'll proceed. So, assuming you have the same problem, you have the same problem, but your first installment is at the end of year 0 or at the start of year 1. So, on na siya. Okay? So, how much can be withdrawn at the end of year 5 years? First installment is at year 0 or the end of year 0 or start of year 1. So, let's say nga start of year 1. So, basically, I can solve it using only the annuity nga ordinary, no? But to properly teach you how to solve, I'll solve it using the annuity nga equation. So, if F is equal to A, which is 5,000, look at this formula ha. Ako rin ito. That is 1.06 to the exponent of 5 minus 1 divided by 0.06 multiplied by 1.06 to the exponent 1. F is equal to pila? Anybody?
29.76.
So 1.06 exponent 5 minus 1 divided by 0.06 times 1.06 times 5,000. That is 29,876.59. Sakto?
Yes
Yes.
sir.
Sakto? Okay. Ako isolve ha using the ordinary annuity. Gets ra? Okay?
Like mag-start bali sa end
So,
second one, sir.
So, kani siya, ari ko mag-start dire. Kani akong computan. Kani si 0, ako ni computan og value at the end of 1. So, if you look at it at F, na kay future payments no, that is 5,000. Kani ang kuan ha, 1 to 4 years. 5,000, 1.06 to the exponent of 4. Sakto? Minus 1 divided by 0.06. Sakto? Mo
Yes,
ning
sir.
equation, di ba? Pero kani imong value sa F3, this is at the end of year 4. Kay kani siya nga annuity, mao man ang formula ang 4 man, F man. So para makuha na ko ang value niya at 5, that is 1.06. Kay mo compound pa siya og 1 year para makuha na ko ang 5th year niya. Okay? Kakuha ra?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I-add na ko ang kaning year, that is 5,000. 1.06 to the exponent, pila? 5.
5, sir.
Oh, so pila ang answer? It should be the same.
Same ra, sir.
Same. So basically, during my board exams, I only memorized the ordinary unwitting equation, and then ang uban ako na lang ginana ba. So, okay? So, will it give you the same answer? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
for the benefit of everybody, I will not recommend you memorizing all of the formulas. Try to understand what is the annuity. Asa magsugod ang payment and kanus asad siya mahuman. Okay?
Sir, sa katong sa second term ato sir baka ng 5,000 times 1.06 to the 5 kay bali ang
Kay ay mo mang atong gikuha ani di kani siya. Ang atong gikuha niya is on the value at the end of 5 years man. Okay, so kung mayon kag F is equal to P 1 plus I to the exponent n, ang value niya at the end of 5 years para ma-meet ni silang duha, that is F is equal to 5,000. 1.06 pila man siya ka years mo compound ang kaning first payment of year 0.
okay sir.
5. Okay?
Yes sir. Thank you sir.
Okay, so kuan ra, klaro ra?
Yes sir.
Okay, I'll proceed. Shall I proceed? I'll proceed to deferred annuity. So annuity, it is an annuity where the first payment interval does not coincide with the first interest period. No, so at some point in time na kay number of months or years nga wala pa ka nagbayad. Okay? So in other terms, ang imuhang first payment ari mo occur at year R. Example na siya gut inana. So nasa duha ka types of deferred payments, no? Pwede man ka nga deferred payments ka nga ordinary annuity siya nga problem, or it is an annuity due sad nga problem. So we will solve the same problem wherein the using the ordinary annuity and annuity due nga analysis ba. Okay? So N is the number of annuity payments and M is the number of deferred payments. Remember that one, ha? Okay? Okay, so supposing you have this problem, this is letter A and this is letter B. Okay. Suppose you make an annual contribution, same sa imong problem ganiha, pero nakay usa ka deferred payment, wa ka nagbayad ani nga year 1. Okay. Number 2, if your target lump sum at the end of 5th year is 29,000, pila di imong annual contribution starting at the dere. Okay? Next. So let's solve for letter A. Suppose you make an annual contribution of 5,000. So if you'll try to analyze, we'll solve it using the ordinary annuity. Okay? Okay ra? Hello?
Yes
Okay.
sir.
Nya, ang formula sa ordinary annuity kay P man na siya. So, ang atong gipangita is the value at the end of 5 years man, di ba? So, basically, F is equal to P 1 plus I to the exponent of N. Okay? So ang imong makuha nga value diri is at P year 0. Meaning this is 1 plus I to the exponent 5. So let's the letter A. A. So kung mag-solve ko using ordinary annuity nga problem, saan ako pag-analyze? Say, this is P, di ba? Pila imong annuity? 5,000. Dari ha, kaniha. So 1 minus 1.06 to the exponent of negative pila? 4. Sakto dili.
Yes, sir.
Because you have 4 payments. This is 0.06 multiplied by 1.06 to the exponent M. Pila ka years wa magbayad using the ordinary annuity? 1. Sakto?
Yes, sir.
So, pila ang present value sa imong amount? That is 16,344.83.
344.83.
And then if you try to look at it, the problem is looking for the value at the end of each year. So that is F is equal to P. 1 plus 1.06 to the exponent 5. Okay? So the answer is 21,873.08. No problem? Sakto, dili.
Sakto, sir.
Sakto, sir.
Okay. So if we solve it using the annuity Jung equation, your P is equal to A 1 minus 1.06. So kung mayon kag annuity Jung, ano sa man ka magsugod? Diri. Di ba? Ato.
So,
Sakto,
start
dili.
year 2, sir.
Okay, kuan man ka, annuity due. So adto ka magkuha sa imong value diri. So ang imong makuha nga present value is at diri nga point, no?
Pero
Okay.
sa cash flow, sir, kaya sa year 2, gyapon siya, sir, or mabalhin siya sa year 1.
Year 2 gyapon siya. Same problem ka pero we're trying to solve it using the same equation ba. So that is 1.06 exponent negative 4 1 minus answer divided by 0.06 divided by negative 4 gyapon. Okay, so 0.06 1.06 to the power of 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1. Sakto? Kay M nimo, say for example, dapat man ka at the start of the year. So naa kay 2 deferred payments at this year and this year. So 2 minus 1. Okay? Which will tell you na the problem is still the same as that one sa imong ordinary annuity. Okay? So, basically, it will give you the same answer, which is 16,344.84. And your F is equal to 21,873.08. Question.
Sir, nakuan ra ko, sir, kay nganong ang M sa ordinary annuity, sir, is 1. Niya, kanang ang M sa annuity due kay kuan siya,
Oh.
sir, 2.
So, kung magtanaw ka, sa annuity due manggod, but pasabot anak niya, supposedly it start at immediately. Ato? So kung annuity due ka, kung mag-start ka immediately, dapat nagbayad ka at year 0 and year 1. So naa kay 2 ka deferred payments.
Oh, okay. So sa
Okay?
annuity, okay, second.
So for ordinary annuity, it starts at the end of the next year. So kung magtanaw ka, dapat wa makay bayaran diri. So it starts at this year. So ang imong number of deferred payments is only 1. Takwa ra?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll try to solve it using the laing nga pamaagi. So basically your P is equal to A 1 plus I to the exponent of n minus 1 divided by I 1 plus I to the exponent of n. This is the present value of an annuity on the ordinary annuity equation. Sakto dili? Sakto?
Sakto, sir.
Okay. Pero kung mayroon kog p-value, kuha na ko ang p-value niya using the annuity nga equation. Ang ako nga p-value nako is at P1. P1. So, mo ni siya ang P1. Sakto? Kay ang previous year man ako makompute na or makuha na ko nga present value. So, that is at the year 1. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, let's try to solve it. So, the present value at year 1 is equal to 5,000. 1.06 to the exponent, pila? 4 minus 1 divided by 0.06. 1.06 to the exponent, 4. Sakto? Sakto, dili?
Sakto, sir.
Okay, so going through it, pila ang answer?
Sir. 83,000.
Wait, 1.06 to the exponent 4 minus 1 divided by 0.06 divided by 1.06 to the exponent 4 times
So,
5,000. That is 17.
3, 2,
825.53.
5, 3.
Okay. So, unsa ang gipangita sa problem? The value of it at the end of 5 years. So, pila man siya. Kung paon ako yung future value at F5, this is the future value of 5th year. That is 17,325.53. 1.06 pila man ang exponent nako. Kapila man siya mag-compound.
Lima?
Starting at year 1. Starting at year 1 ka. Kaya mamon imong P1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kailangan, sir.
It's a 21,873.08, sir.
So, unsay pasabot? Same ang answer sa ganiha. Okay? Klaro ra? O basi naglibog mo? Hello? Anybody?
Ang answer, ang ordinary o ang annuity due, sir, kay sila ang mag-determine if pila ka buok ang unpaid na period, sir.
Bali sa kaning N, number of pan man ka? Interest periods ay number of payments man ka, no? Ang
Yes.
kaning M nimo is number of deferred payments. Ang imo yung i-analyze ana when it comes to ordinary annuity, di jud ka mobayad on the immediate year. So kung magtan-aw ka sa imong cash flow, dili nimo siya i-consider as account. Okay? Ni kung mayroon kag annuity due, i-consider nimo siya sa account as a deferred payment ng year. And supposedly bayad man kadayon ana. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll proceed. So if your target lump sum at the end of 5th year is 29,876.59, pila day imuhang annual contribution starting at the end of the 2nd year. So that is F. Okay? You can solve it using these two way, ha? Anyway, basta kuan lang nimo. So F is equal to an annuity, wa kakibawg pila, 1.06 to the exponent, pila? 4 minus 1, di ba? 0.06 sakto dili. Wherein your
F siya.
2976.59 is equal to A 1.06 to the exponent of 4 minus 1 divided by 0.06. Pila yung answer?
Wait, sa atong kalki. 29,000. 6.9.
The answer would be
Wait, sa sir. Pila na? 1.06. Deferred.
6,829, sir.
so that is 6,829.53. Ako i-review akong answer ha. Discard. Saan ko i-answer dali? 629.53. Yes. Question. Any question?
Hi, sir. Is it okay to snap that slide again, sir? Para
Kani?
katong na solution, sir.
Ako isot
Nawa
balik
na,
ako.
sir.
Ako
Sorry,
na
sir.
discard. So F is equal to A 1 plus I to the exponent of n minus 1 divided by I. So you're looking for a future value at a series of payments. So F is equal to 29,876.59 equals to A 1.06 to the exponent of 4 minus 1 divided by 0.06. So A therefore is equal to 29,876.59 times 0.06 divided by 1.06 to the exponent of 4 minus 1. Okay? And
Ang
then,
pila gani final answer
ito,
ano, sir?
6,
Pila
8, answer,
is it 600 or 6,000, sir? Kay?
600, 829.53.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay? Any question? You can also, actually, ako na siyang gisolve lang using the ordinary annuity kaya the problem is looking only for the annuity payment man, no? Okay? Shall I proceed? I'll proceed to perpetuity. So for perpetuity, it is an annuity in which the cash flows continues forever. No? So n to infinity. So formula lang. Okay, difference di ay sir sa between an annuity and a perpetuity. Ang annuity, it involves a continuous cash flow over a set agreed period. Meanwhile, si perpetuity, forever siya. Ang future value ni annuity is can be easily calculated. No? So, makompute nimo. So, sa perpetuity sad, it is impossible to calculate the future value kay kuan man siya, wa makakibaw unsang year. For interest, it uses compound interest to calculate the future, but for perpetuity, it only uses a simple interest to calculate the present value. Okay? Sa usability naman, financial markets usually ang annuity. And then, ang kaning usability, not in financial market but insurance na siya. Kanang mga pensions. For payment can be either made or received and then solely involves cash flow. And nature annuity is not considered as a perpetuity, and then the perpetuity is not considered as an annuity. So it is an annuity whose term is infinite. An annuity whose payments continues forever. So the present value or the formula gid basically for perpetuity is equivalent to A over I. Pila imong madawat yearly divided by the interest rate nga continuous forever man imong A, that is the perpetuity. Say for example, what is the present value of a $2,000 perpetuity discounted back to the present at an interest rate of 10%? So, formula, P is equal to A over I. Sakto? So, that
Yeah.
is 2,000 divided by 0.10. Perpetuity. Pila man na?
20,000, sir.
So, that is 20,000. What does this mean? Mubayad kog 20,000, I can get 2,000 until the day I die. On a perpetuity basis. Not on an annuity basis. Okay?
So, fixed na yung makuha, sir.
Oh, fix na 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 until you die, manana siya ba? But this is not based on an annuity payment. Perpetuity ka magdawat. You get 2,000 every year. So, dili siya for a fixed certain period nga 10 years, but it continues forever. Mara na kung bayaran 20,000. Okay?
So if papilion ka sir sa annuity ug perpetuity sir, asay mas murag mas maayo nimo as a consumer sir from your opinion?
Basically, banks don't give you insurances na perpetuate ba. Basically, ang ilaging ko na they are computing it based on the unsa man length of life nimo, no. So kung ingon kag sir, we can give you 2,000 every year until you die, but it starts on your 50th year. Or you get to choose, sir, makadawat kag 20,000 for the next 20 years starting at the age of 50. That's the question. Unsa inyong pilion? Anybody? Hello?
Sir, ano to, sir, ay, 2,000.
Question. So
50.
mingon, padawaton kag 2,000 dollars sa $2,000 starting at the age of 60 kay retirement age man. At the age of 60, gitagaan kas bangkog duha ka offer. Sir, guaranteed na kay for 20 years magdawat kag $2,000 every month. For 20 years guaranteed na sir. So, if mamatay ka, naay magdawat ana ang imong dependent. Okay? Or magdawat kag 2,000 monthly sir until the day you die at the age of 60. So that is a unsa man?
Monthly sir?
Oh, monthly gyapon. Say for example, monthly ba?
Kanang
Nga,
monthly ako ang pilion sir kay wala lang duha ka
Hindi,
to.
both are monthly man. O niya, ang
Monthly.
usa kay mo perpetuate siya, buot pasabot until mamatay ka. So kung buot pasabot ana niya, after 10 years nimo pag-retire namatay ka, so wala na. Nakakuha ka? Or
Yes,
na
sir.
you get 2,000 monthly for the next 20 years, and if mamatay ka adto mapunta sa dependent, kinay mag-receive, that is an annuity. Naman kay certain period of receiving the amount. So which is better?
Okay, sir. Ang isa kay annuity, ang isa kay perpetuity. Ay,
Perpetuity.
uh,
So after 5 years pag retire nimo kay gitagaan magkasabang ko ang offer. You have an annuity. Guaranteed na ang annuity kay naman kay specific period of time nga 20 years. Ang perpetuity, giingnan ka sir, tagaan ka namo until you die, di ba? Kay kuan man siya, mustap ra man siya when you die.
Annuity service.
So ano na siya kay basically for pension plans, when you are already working and then you tend to retire at the age of 60, you get insurances or pension from SSS. That is until the day you die. And if mamatay ka og sayo, and if you tend to die earlier ba, and you have children below 21 years old, kato nga children, mo to'y magdawat sa imuhang pension until mag 21 years old sila. It stops when the children is already at 21 years old. Okay?
Perpetuity, yapon na siya, sir.
Perpetuity gyapon na siya nga computation. But at the age of 60 gani, usually 21 years old na ang imuhang mga anak.
Yes, sir.
Mga,
Pero
so,
sir, mas dili pa ka mamatay ni ka 80, sir.
pero when you look at the lifespan currently o karon, lisod kayo maabot og 80. Munta na ta sa lifespan karon ba compared before nga taas kay lifespan. So I'll proceed to capitalized cost. So capitalized cost is the present worth of an investment that will last forever. So unsaon ni siya pag-compute? So ang example ana kana mga roads, dams, bridges and project that possess perpetual life ba. So it has an infinite analysis period. So the formula is basically this is the present value of a certain ordinary annuity payment. Okay? Sakto? After getting the present value of an ordinary annuity payment, you'll get to compute what is the annuity. Okay? So once makuha nimo ang A, i-approach nimo to infinity ang imong values. Question? Wala ko ang tana?
Is that katong formula, sir, sa
This is your formula for perpetuity.
Okay, sir.
So, imong kwaon diri una is the present value. After present value, kwaon nimo ang value sa A. That is in perpetuity na. Kay kani siya, fixed period times man ni siya. Diba? This is an annuity man. After getting the value of your present value for a certain series of payments, mag-compute na din ka, pila na siya on a yearly basis. Or, pila na siya on a perpetuity. Okay? So, I'll be giving determine the capitalist cost of an expenditure 200,000 at time 0, 25,000 in years 2 through 5, and 40,000 per year from year 6 on. Interest rate is 12%. Okay? Mag-cash flow ta ha. Ano akong ballpen? Sinagubat nga. Wait a minute kay I think my ball pen or my pen support kay nalubat. Asan ko po pen support? Sabar. So, Kuandra, am I clear enough ra sa discussion? Nakasabot ra o wala namang maglibog?
Yes, sir.
Okay, at least we're on the same page. Oo. Na ay problema ang PowerPoint. Okay. Wala malubat ang PowerPoint di ay ni-snap. So, magbuhat ang cash flow ha. Ano yung cash flow? You have nakay 200K year 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, at 2 to 5, 25,000. And then 6 year onwards, 40K, 6 padung dito. Okay? Nakasabot ra? Hello?
Naa sa ang zero, sir, before siya sa 200K.
Okay, kuan siya. On the same year.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's get the present value of all the series of payments. No? Let's start off with the 40K na perpetuity. So, kung perpetuity ni siya, basically, the P is equal to 40 or A over I. So, reason na ako. 200K. 1, 2 to 5, 25, okay. 6 onwards is 40, okay. So, P is equal to A over I. Sakto, dili?
Sakto, sir, sa 6
Okay.
onward.
6. So that is 40K divided by 0.12. Pila man?
33,300, ay, 333,333.
So 333K. Ano siya? Pero kani siya nga P, arin hindi mo makuha at value of 5 niya, no? Kay 1 year below man ka. Patras man ka. Sakto? Sakto? Gets? So kani mo nakuha nga perpetuity nga value, kaning P, this is at year 5. Meaning, you'll have to get the value of that one at year 0. So, that is 333.33K. Okay? Divided by 1.12 to the exponent of 5 years. Pila? That is 189.
142.29.
29. So, buot pasabot di ay kani imong 40K nga at the start of year 6, at year 0, 189,000 na siya. Sakto? Now, let's compute for the 25,000. So, the P is equal to 25,000. P at year 1 ha. That is 1.12 to the exponent of 4 minus 1 divided by 0.12 divided by 1.12 to the exponent of 4. Anong 4? This is 2, 3, 4, and 5 na payments. You have 4 sets of payments. Ang imong makuha nga present value niya as at P1. Ari dere. So, in order to get the value at year 0, divide pa kag 1.12 to the exponent of 1. Nakuha ra? Wala.
Yes, sir.
So, in other terms, this is equal to 5. Sakto?
Yes, sir.
So, 1.12 to the exponent of 4 minus 1 divided by 0.12 divided by 1.12 to the exponent 5 times 25,000. That is equivalent to 67,797.96. Sakto?
Pagwang
Sir,
Nakuha ra?
dili na ma-change ang sa taas, sir, no?
Ha?
Dili na ma-change ang sa taas, like to the fourth power, gyapon ang kanang numerator.
Dili ra kay diri man ko nag-compute. Supposedly 4 ni siya, nag-divide man ko to 1.12 to the exponent 1. So, na plus 1 ra na siya. Di ba? Kay ordinary annuity man akong computation. So, ang ako makuha nga value is the year before, which is P1. Ox.
Yes, sir.
So, the total present value is equal to 67,797 plus the 189,142, di ba? Plus the 200,000. Pila ang present value? So, total present value is equal to 456,940.26. Gets? Wala.
Sir, kanang pwede mo mag-ask yun. Sa na pagka ang 189, sir. Like, unsa na siya nga formula?
So, ako i-reason ang kuan ha. Basically, naamgo ni siya tulo ka cash flows nga mas dali unta ba. Pero, okay lang. Try to resolve that one. Akong ibutang ang cash flow. Ano yung mga cash flow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting at the year 6, nagbayad ka 40K for perpetuity, di ba? Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, since P is equal to A over I, your A is 40K, di ba? Divided by 0.12. So, the P that you get is the value at the year 5 on the previous year, the rate. So, the P is equal to 333. Now, ang imong gipangita unsa man the value of all of your investments at year 0. So kaning 333 imo pa ni siyang kuon yung value at year 0, di ba? So buot pasabot that is 333 since f is equal to p 1 plus I to the exponent of n and your p is equal to 333. So p is equal to ang f na ni siya, mao na ni siya imong future, that is 333 divided by 1.12 to the exponent pila man? 5.
5.
So mao na imong present value sa kaning series of perpetuity payments.
Kanang 5, sir, kay pa-forward, balikikan man na siya sa year 0, sir, no?
That is the number of kanang capital recovery factor, it is 5 years. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, mao ni siya. Imong total value of the investments katong 200,000, kaning 25,000 year 2 for 5, 40,000 year 6 on. So, getting the capitalized cost, your capitalized cost na formula is equal to P equal to A over I. So, meaning your 456,940.26 times the 0.12 money mong annuity payment i-consider. So, that is times 0.12. So, that is 54,832.83. In other terms, unsay pasabot ana niya? Ang pasabot ana niya, kanang every time a government project is being built, ilan na nilang gitan-aw, pila na ka years nila bayra, no? Mingon flag 30 years, 20 years, unya mao na ilang basis unsay capitalized cost. Pila may capitalized cost na to ana kung ato na yearly. So kana imong all of your payments kani siya kaning 200,000, kaning 25K, kaning 40K until the end of your lifetime, equivalent niya na niya on a yearly basis is 54,832.83 nga annuity nga bayranan sa gobyerno. Kaya di man nila utangon ning tanan kani. Di nila utangon one time anang a year. Ilan na i-amortize for the next 100 years or etc. Question. So I have an activity. So yan na. Grabe required to maintenance annually. So Asa yun na kayo. This is, say for example, this is an second example. Annually, so that is 2 million. Diba? Atong kuon ang present value. So, P is equal to A over I, which is 2 million divided by 0.12. Takto? What is the present value of the payment? Kay cash flow ta ha?
16
Dere,
million.
25M. So, yan na kay 2M until the end. So, pila ni ang 2 million divided by 0.12?
Nasa 16 million, sir. 16
So,
million, 670.
16,667.
Yes.
Okay? Plus that 25 million. Takto? Kay dili naman ka mag-compute dayon kay at year 0 naman nimo makuha diri nga kuha. That is 666.667 M. Okay, mao na imuhang present value. In getting the capitalized cost, that would be P is equal to A over I. So, capitalized cost is that your A is equal to 41.6 M multiplied by 0.12. Your annuity conversion in terms of kuan, that is 5 million annually. Question. So kana imong 25 million bayaran nimo kausa sa project o niya 2 million maintenance every year, that is equivalent to a 5 million every year. Okay? So I have a problem sa na di oras. Oh yeah, okay. Dapat tayo. So find the capitalized cost for the cash flow occurring over an infinite number of periods where A, B, and C are defined as below. So I'll be giving you until 12 noon, no, to submit your answer to the problems with the solutions. So students who get it correctly will get 5 points. For future consumption, kung panitan inyong quiz, 40 rin yung score. So na kay plus 5. Okay? Any excess points will be top up to all of your, kung kompleto na imong quiz, it will be top up to your major exams. Okay? Gets? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, the problem is this one. Interest rate is 18%. Kindly have a screenshot ha, kay manapatay succeeding discussion. Pero gamay na lang kayo. Gradient na lang. Okay? So, I'll proceed to the gradient discussion. So, there are two forms of gradient series, no? Ingon tag gradient, there is what we call as geometric gradient and there is what we call as arithmetic gradient. So, arithmetic or linear gradient. So, kung ingon tag arithmetic, suppose there are a series of n payments uniformly spaced but differing from one another by a certain constant. At a constant, the change or gradient from one period to the other is denoted as G or the gradient nga G. But pasabot, man siya mga example. So, ang imong increase in values of 50 pesos or $50 or fixed siya. Pwede siya increasing or decreasing but as long as this is on a same amount of a gradient. Okay? Next, the formula would be the present value of all the amount is equal to your annuity plus your gradient. Okay? Assuming man ka nga naa kay certain annuity nga payment, annuity, and then naapog kay gradient. So, gi-add up ra nimo ang duha, both. No? So, the P of A basically is your formula for unsa? Annuity. Sakto, dili. Hello?
Ang P, sir, dili na siya katong principal value.
Yes, principal value for a certain series of annuity payments.
Ah,
Okay?
okay.
So, So,
Yes.
mao na yung ordinary annuity nga equation. Ato?
P of A, sir, kay ang, ano, sir, ang annuity na, ang G, sir, kay sa gradient, sir.
Yes, for the certain gradient lang.
Okay,
So,
sir.
pananglitan, kung kadari-dari sa example, namatay discussion na po. So, kung mayroon ka gradient, pila ang increase? Kung mayroon ka 50, 50 ra po. Dili po ang initial amount. Okay? So, by factor notation, kaning sa P of G, kanang naa sa red is what your present worth factor for the gradient. So, example, you borrow 10,000 from a local bank with an agreement that you will pay back the loan according to a graduated amount plan. If your first payment is set at 1,500, onya 5 years ka magbayad at an interest rate of 10%. Okay? So, ano yung given? Sakto? Sakto, dili.
Yes, sir.
So let's solve the problem. So, basically, you have the P is equal to PA plus P of G. Ox. Your P is equal to pila? 10,000. Plus PA plus P of G. Looking at your annuity, but pasabot, pagtanaw to sa cash flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ana. So, you start at 1.5. There is 1.5 plus G. There is 1.5 plus G2 times 2. Nya, G3, G4. Sakto, dili.
Sakto, sir.
So, say for example, ato lang duhaon na to tong cash flow, no? Naa kay annuity nga same amount A for 5 years. Nasad kay annuity nga G. So, G kay 0 pa man kadiri. This is G1, G2, G3, G4. Sakto? First payment man nimo. So, your P of A is equal to 1,500 1 1.10 for the next 5 years minus 1 divided by 0.10 1.10 to the exponent 5. Pila imong P of A? Newan. Can we solve? Wait for a while. Hello. Klaro ra? So, pila ang answer? P of A is equal to
5686.18.
wait. 5686.18. Sakto? Sakto ba ko, class?
Yes, sir.
1.1 times 1. times 10. 5686.18. So, but pasabot, ang imo di ay P of G is equal to 10,000 minus P of A. Sakto? Sakto no?
Yes,
So,
sir.
P of G, pila di dapat imong P of G? So, that is 10,000 minus A. That is 4313.20. Sakto? Sakto? So, your P of G is equal to 4313.20 is equal to G. Mo man atong gipangita. 1.1 to the exponent 5 minus 0.1 times 5 minus 1. Substitute ako ha. Is 0.1 squared 1.1 to the exponent of 5. Solve for G. What is the answer? Anybody? The answer is
Um, 6.80. Ay, wait. Lagi. Ay, wait, sa say.
sige, padayon.
Kuan siya, sir, 135.84.
Wrong.
628.5658, sir.
628.71. Mga inana, kay rounding up or down man to.
Yes.
Okay? So the answer is 628. So but pasabot, your first payment is 1.5. Your second payment is 1.5 plus 628. Your third payment is 1.5 plus 628 times 2. Gets? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So the answer is 628. I'll proceed to geometric gradient. So for geometric gradient, kindly follow only the formula. So supposing that you have a series of payments and uniformly spaced, same, but there is a constant multiple or a constant interest rate or gradient yun nga denoted by G, wherein a G is a percentage. Present compounding in other terms. So in other terms, wala siya compounding kaning ani. Okay? Compared sa arithmetic, 500, 200, 700, and etc. This is in terms of an interest rate nga computation gyapon. So, na siya. So, in other terms, this is an example. No, by formula, this is your formula for future and present values. So, take note na the basic example for this one is I is not equal to your G. Okay, so let's try to solve. So by equation, you have a payroll totaling to 250,000 per year. Expected growth rate nimo for the next 5 years is a 5% per year. But the value of interest is 12%. Okay? So let's try to solve. Your the P of G, that is your A is 250,000 multiplied by 1 minus, what is your G? Anybody? 1.05 divided by 1.12 to the exponent of 5 years divided by 0.12 minus 0.05. Okay? Pila?
$985,012, sir.
1.05 exponent divided by 1.12 exponent 5. 1 minus answer divided by 0.12 minus 0.05 times 250,000. 985,012.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Kung ako na siyang i-cash flow analysis, buot pasabot ala niya, tier 1, 250 ka. At tier 2, this is 250 plus times 1.05, di ba? Year 3, assist ana-ana. If you try to get the value using the interest manggod, kani siya, kung ano mo imong present value, that is 250 divided by 1.12 plus 250 times 1.05 divided by 1.12. Okay? Plus 250 times 1.05 to the exponent 2 divided by, this is 2, 1.12 to the exponent 3. Kay kuan man imong present value. Mao na siya ang explanation nga magkadako magkagamay ang value kay mas dako man ang value sa imong interest. So this is 985,012 and 73. So unsay difference? Difference is you do not need to compute for the P of A. Automatic na kadiri for gradient nga geometric as P of G. Okay? Next, I'll proceed to the last topic. When your G is equal to I. Same problem, but your interest rate is the same. So that is your PG is equal to N A1 over 1 plus I. Up. So that is cash flow. This is 250. Year 1. At year 2, that is 250 times 1.12. At year 3, and this is 250. 1.12 to the exponent 2. 4. This is 250. 1.12 to the exponent 3. And year 5, this is 1.12 to the exponent 4. Mao na siya ang imong amount nga gibayaran every year. Okay? Kakuha ra? Mao ni imong unsa ni? This is your cash out excluding interest. Sakto? Anyone? Or anybody?
Yes, sir.
Kakuha ra. So, but if imo ni siyang kuha imong present value, this is basically 250 divided by 1.12. Interest na niya plus 250 times 1.12 divided by 1.12 to the exponent kay second year man ni siya. This is 2 plus 250 1.12 to the exponent 2 kani siya kung ano kung present. This is 1.12 to the exponent 3. So, mao na siya kaning equation. Meaning, this is basically N is equal to 5 series of payments at $250,000 every year divided by 1.12. Pila? This is 1,116,071.43. Mas dako siya. Okay? Mas dako siya because your interest rate is higher man. Or the amount of your value of payments is higher. So these are the formulas. We are already done with the discussion. Any question?
Sir, katong sa arithmetic, sir ba? Katong PA bitaw, sir, kay ang gitan-aw na to nga cash flow ato, sir, kay ang sa katong annuity alone, sir. Baliwalay.
So katong P of A mo toy for the annuity katong series of payments nimo nga 1.5 ka ba?
Yes, sir.
So same value ka when wherein for gradient na to imong increase.
Sir,
The
ay,
value of the increase.
unsa gani ang term, sir, for the katong annuity plus gradient na, sir? Unsay tawag sa value niya?
Present amount.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other question from the class? I'll pop up your ha. Ato yung activity. Kaya until 12 noon di.
Where siya i-submit, sir?
Oh, today. Sa kaya 12 noon?
Asa i-submit, sir?
You can email me. You have until 12 noon. Or I'll set I'll set an activity sa one. Okay? Ako siya set as a quiz. Sige na, i-email na lang, i-email. I'll check it manually.
Okay, bisag asa is what, sir?
Oh, okay ra. You have the pressure of time. So, you have pila ka minutes na bilin? You have roughly mga 30 minutes to solve the problem.
Pwede diretso na number solve, sir.
Tagay lang kog analysis gamay para makibaw ko if nag-solve ba gyud mo wala. Solution.
Pwede mo ask, sir, kanang ang sa C nga $60, sir, dira kami mo assume og infinity, sir, or sa tanan?
The cash flow goes all throughout forever. So, on the 7th year, 40. On the 8th year, 20. On the 9th year, 60. Na siya. Or do you need any clarification with regards to the problem? Hello? Hello? Anybody? Hello?
Okay, yes, sir.
Unsa man inyong buhat to nani? You can solve it. Kaya ra kaya din. So, if you have no more question, I'll be ending the recording.
Nakoy question, sir, regarding ato assignment, sir.
Assignment, yes.